お前はもう死んでいる。
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Trevor Plays here, back again with another My Hero Academia anime review episode. This is for episode 3 in total, 66. It is titled Boy Meets ... So, yes, the reason why I'm wearing my Sanji and Zoro shirt is because earlier today I just saw One Piece Stampede. I had a review-ish, or just talking about the movie video coming out tomorrow, so that's why there will be me wearing this shirt for 2 days, well, technically 2 days, but not really. It's because I just finished recording the One Piece Stampede review, and then now I am doing the My Hero one, so there's that. And also, if you are watching this, if you are watching this today, the One Piece review for the movie, it will be up tomorrow. So there is there's a lot of spoilers in it. I will say that because I had my friend Fernando in the video as well. I explained that stuff in that video, so that video will be coming out tomorrow. So please go check that out tomorrow, and then we'll move on with this one. So, hey, here we are. So this episode we see that Deku is still at Sir Nighteye's office, agency, whatever. Pretty much the reason why the title is called Boy Meets is because Deku ends up meeting Sir Nighteye, and we don't know that much about Sir Nighteye other than he is a former sidekick of All Might, and also he is a big All Might fan with all the posters and stuff hanging up around his office. Now, let's get into the part what happened in this whole episode. Pretty much, the episode is Deku trying to take the little stamp from Sir Nighteye to stamp his contract paper to say that yes, he will be working with Sir Nighteye for the work studies. So what Sir Nighteye does is he tests Deku in trying to steal the stamp from Sir Nighteye, kind of like how Kakashi did in Naruto when he tried to have Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura try to get the bells from him. It's kind of like the same thing. So what Deku ends up doing is he's using his full cowling, trying to move around at his own style first, and then after a while, since he couldn't get it, he decides to try Gran Torino style and bouncing around the whole walls and stuff until he can actually try to grab the little stamp. So what ends up happening is we see that Sir Nighteye has finally decided that, or he talks to Deku and says that Mirio should have been the one to get the power, not you. All Might made a mistake and like stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff that is going on in this episode between Deku and Sir Nighteye. Then we find out that actually at the end of it, he notices, or Deku tells, that he tried to not step on any of the All Might posters, especially the 10th anniversary poster that is, it was not sold publicly, pretty much. And then Sir Nighteye looks around the room and sees that there are footprints everywhere except for on any of the All Might stuff. So he was able to get like perceptions and stuff, like see Deku's perceptions and stuff like that. So it is good to see that Sir Nighteye is not really a bad guy in a way. He's not like too harsh, because he finally decides, because Mirio and Bubble Girl, they actually step out before this whole thing starts, and then they come back in after, well, Deku ends up slamming his face up against the wall. So they hear the thud, and they come back in and say, hey, we heard a thud, we figured you guys were done. So there's that. And then Sir Nighteye makes the judgment of saying, I'll take the kid on, as a work-study student, and we find out about while the whole fighting between Deku and Sir Nighteye is, we find out his quirk. His quirk is called Foresight. Now, if he's able to touch somebody, then for the next I forgot how long it's at, but like for the next couple minutes or so, he can foresee what movements they're going to do. So it's literally what the name implies. It's foresight, future sight, whatever you want to call it. It's that stuff. So he pretty much has kind of an OP quirk, but not really, in a way, because of how it is. So then, we find out that yes, he will take Deku on. So then Deku ends up stamping the contract saying that he will be working with Sir Nighteye. Then we go on back to UA High, and we see everyone talking about their work studies, and everyone's so like, whoa, Deku, you get to work with Sir Nighteye. That's pretty cool, and all this other stuff. And then everyone's talking about their other things, like all of their other work studies and stuff. And we find out that Uraraka, Tsuyu, and Kirishima, they don't have a work study place because their pro heroes are, they're busy. They're doing stuff like that. And then we find out from Aizawa that the reason why is because since it's now experience, some of the pro heroes might not take on some rookie people because of how the experience will be. But he does say that to Kirishima, says that Tamaki Amajiki wants to see him. So he was like, well, what would he want to see me for? And then Tsuyu says that it's probably because of the work study stuff. And then Ozawa also says that Uraraka and Tsuyu need to go talk to Hado because she's looking for them, or she has something that she wants to talk to them about. So as you can see, what this season is going to be, it is going to be some of our favorite characters teaming up with the big three and taking on our new big bad overhaul. So this is one of the episodes that leads us to believe, to show that this season is going to be really, really awesome. Now that I've said all that, let me get to some of the smaller points that have happened within those transactions. So, with everybody talking about the work study stuff, in the background behind Deku, you can see Shoto and Bakugo, since they came back from their remedial class. That's what it was. Their remedial classes to try to get their pro hero license. So you see them in the background, and Shoto is just like, man, we really need to catch up. And Bakugo's just like, shut up. And and all this other stuff. So that happens a couple times, and then after they find out that these four people are going to be teaming up with the big three, Shoto's like, man, we really, really need to catch up. And Bakugo's like, shut up, you idiot! And he's like, how many times are you going to say that? So it's pretty much showing that this is also, one of the... obviously, the first couple of episodes are setups because it's it's getting us used to some of these characters, getting us, introduced to some things that will be coming up later on, which that explains some of the stuff that they talk about when they're looking at a file on Overhaul. And then at the end of the credits, we get to see Eerie and Overhaul, and that is leading into the next episode preview. So the next episode, Deku and Mirio will end up meeting Eerie, our new female character who's I can't really explain it because there would be spoilers, so I'm not going to say anything. They end up meeting her, but then at the same time they end up meeting Overhaul, and so there is a big moment where Deku and Mirio actually end up meeting Overhaul for the first time. So it is going to, like I said, this is one of these setup episodes that will bring us into this arc season. And then let me go back a bit. I know that I'm rambling here, but going back to the work studies part, I really thought we were going to get some in-canon filler. What I'm talking about in-canon filler, if you don't know, is for the provisional license exam. Before everyone finally got their licenses, Momo's group, Momo, Su, Jiro, Soji, in the manga, we saw that they ended up passing, but we didn't know how they passed because it was literally one of the panels on like we were showing like how many people passed or whatever. And Momo's group, they passed, but we didn't know how. So in the anime episode, we got to see how they passed. That's what I'm talking about as in-canon filler. So one of the lines that Kirishima says is because of what Aizawa said that they want to see them tomorrow to talk about what's going on. But Kirishima says, no, screw tomorrow. I'm going over to the Big Three's dorm right now. And then Suyu says, ooh, I'm going to go with him. And then Uraraka's like, all right, let's go. So I thought we were going to get in-canon filler with them going and talking to Tamaki and Hado, but we don't. They just cut it off, and I was kind of mad about that because I thought we were getting some more in-canon filler, which is what I like for My Hero. Is I like the other little things. So like with Momo's group passing the license exam, like how they passed, that episode I liked a lot because we get to see all these characters that don't normally interact with each other that much sometimes. Like I'm saying, Shoji and Tsu and Jiro and Momo. I mean, Jiro and Momo, they're always together. But, like, the other two is what I'm talking about. That's what I liked about that episode, was we finally get to see more characters working together that haven't. And that is pretty much what is going on with this season. We get to see some of our favorite characters, Deku, Kirishima, Suyu, and Uraraka, working with the Big Three, Mirio, Hado, and Tamaki. So, it's great. The season's amazing. These, obviously, the first good amount of episodes will be setups because this is another 25 episode season. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I thought this was actually going to be a shorter review than my last one, but actually it's not. So that's fine because I had a lot of stuff to talk about, and then I had to explain a little bit at the beginning about why I'm wearing this shirt. So, yep, that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys have enjoyed this, please hit the thumbs up button. Leave some comments down below on what you guys thought of the episode. How are you liking these new characters, Sir Nighteye, Bubble Girl, and Hado and Tamaki, like the big three? Like, how are you guys liking them? Leave those in the comments below. And if you are new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell to be notified anytime I upload a video, which with these My Hero episodes, they will most likely be on Saturdays. I will try to push them out on Saturdays. Starting today, I will try to get my Heroes reviews done on Saturday and uploaded on Saturday when the episode drops. But today was a little bit different because I had to watch the One Piece movie early today, and now I'm watching the episode. So, like I said, that's it for me, and I guess I'll see you guys next Saturday.